Y'all mad at Steve Harvey, huh? Mad at Steve Harvey for saying that a woman shouldn't have to bring nothing else but herself to the table, huh? Listen, family, I'm going to start this video out by saying, first of all, what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that a man with his business together, his life together, should take a 304 who is disruptive, disrespectful, etc., and fully take care of her and fully do all the things or whatever for her, right? To say that she don't need to bring nothing else to the table, that's not what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm not saying. Because I know y'all going to misconstrue my words. But what I will say is this. To our women out there who are young, single, preferably childless virgins, bruh, with the mentality of wives and want to have children. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. These women should not need to bring anything else to the table, bruh. And I'm going to tell you why so many black men is mad at that. I'm going to tell you the real reason, bruh. See, I went on Danica Marie's channel, contributed a super chat, and said something similar to what I just said right now. And she opened a poll wherein 80% of men disagree with me. And I wouldn't have expected the majority of men, especially black men, to agree with me. And I'm going to tell you why. This is what this video is about, me telling you why. Listen, let's start with facts. The fact of the matter is, right now, 85% of black children that's running around here, 85% of black males that's running around here are products of an out-of-wedlock birth, right? We talking about the parents. In other words, your father did not have to marry your mom to produce you, Mr. Black Man. A lot of you. A lot of them. Okay? Fact number two is 70-something% of black households with children, raising children, are being championed by a single mother. Ain't no man in that house. Why am I bringing that up, and why is that relevant to this conversation? It's very relevant because the popular opinion of black men have to be taken in light of those statistics. Meaning that black men, listen, black America in general standards are so low and so much in the trash that a lot of men don't understand their responsibility because you haven't needed to. You haven't had to. It have not been required of black men to step up and play the full role of a man. So when you hear a real man sit around here talking about the woman don't need to bring nothing else to the table. Listen, brother, she have the ability to produce another you. Automatically, you not a person automatically thinking that that's a simp. Because right now, black men don't have to do that for women to produce black males because of the raggedy standards, because brothers and sisters out here with no morals, just sleeping together without marriage, with no commitment. Listen, rest in peace, the late great Kevin Samuels, but I heard him say on a podcast or one of his episodes that by the second or third date, a woman should be having sex with a man. I also heard Lapeef Network say that, or ask the question of, can black women date without getting pregnant? And if they're following the advice of someone like Kevin Samuels, who is telling women that they need to have sex by the second or third date with a man they barely know, then the answer to that question is no. The answer to that question is no. Black women will not be able to date without getting pregnant. So therefore, we will continue to have chaos in our communities. Now, some people are going to say, oh, well, why can't they could just use contraceptives and protection. And this is going to show that y'all not sincere. Y'all not sincere at all. Because contraceptives and birth control and all that don't always work, family. And that's not even the half. The other half is the sacredness of sex. But because so many of our people got this thing completely misconstrued, we don't value it. We don't value sex. We don't value relationships. We don't value marriage. We don't even damn near value one another. Ask yourself this question. What other race of men on social media with entire platforms disrespecting their own group of women? What race of people in America, primary music, talk about them killing one another? What other race of people in America got 75% of households raising children is by single parents. 85% out of wedlock childbirth rate. It ain't nobody but black folks. That in itself should tell you that there is a problem with the way that black men and women deal with one another. And I think that problem, a lot of brothers going to look at it and say, well, the women this, the woman this, the woman that. Listen, family, at some point you got to ask yourself this question. You got to ask yourself about the leadership, the actual leadership of these men in these communities. That's what you got to ask yourself about at some point. What about the leadership? What are the men doing, right? In other words, if you as a man are telling other men that they should not date single mothers, are you yourself creating single mothers? Have you yourself created a single mom? Are you complaining about the problem that you're contributing towards? Because I see a lot of that. So if you as a man are not willing to do what I think is number one rule of accountability for a man, number one rule of being a man is taking accountability for your situation, then you can't talk. Don't talk about what other folks is doing and what you're dealing with other people if you're not willing to look at yourself and what you yourself have done. Don't always talk about how women don't refuse to take accountability. What about males taking accountability? Because the reality of the situation is a lot of black men are leading black women the wrong path, the wrong direction. That's why we got a lot of the chaos that we got. But we don't want to have that conversation. We'll sit around here and talk about all the things the women is doing wrong, but we're not talking about how some of these men is leading wrong. Social media, this is why social media is so fake to me, man, is that I hear people preaching chaos, man. Listen, family, the elephant in the room in the black community is very simple, bruh, is morality. It's the elephant in the room that so few people talk about. I hear content creators talk about black men and black women all day. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about morality. You ain't got nothing to say about a woman marrying a virgin as a virgin. You ain't got nothing to say about a black man not trying to lead the relationship to the sheets. Y'all giving women advice that you wouldn't even give your own niece or nephew. You giving women advice you wouldn't give your own niece, your own daughter. Y'all can't be trusted at all. Your advice is not sound. I'm going to tell you this right now, family. I believe that you don't understand the value of marriage or a woman in general. If you trying to tell me that you meet a woman who is a chaste young girl, who is ready to be your wife, ready to give you children, right? And be your wife. She gonna have 2, 3, 4 babies by you, bruh. What other expectation do you have? What else do she need to bring to the table, bruh? What are you talking? Oh, she still got to go to work? This is what I don't understand about y'all. What are you talking about? She got to, what kind of expectation is that? You know, and hey, salute to the women who can do that, right? The women who can pop out 2, 3, 4 babies and hop right back into her business, right back into her corporate role or whatever it is, right? But should that be the standard for women? Come on now. Hell no, it shouldn't be. I don't even think most women can even do that. You know, for real. And again, like I said, I think a big part of the reason why black men is mad, because a lot of y'all, man, bruh, y'all don't really love black women like that. You don't love black women. And it's a shame because y'all reveal it. Y'all show it all the time. You show all the time how little you revere the women that created you, bruh, that birthed you. And you're going to call a man who is willing, who is saying to other black men, we got to step it up, bruh. I'm going to leave y'all with this. What if the prerequisite to a romantic relationship with a black woman, the prerequisite to you being in a relationship with a black woman in any capacity, involved you understanding that you have to be able to fully take care of this woman, right? And everything that comes with being with her. Meaning you got to be able to take care of her needs, her basic needs at the very least, and any children that may come from her monetarily, financially. You got to be in position to take care of those things before you even deal with her. And you got to marry her before you have any type of sex with her. What if that was the standard of our community? Do you think that 80% of black men would have disagreed with me? Do you think that the majority of black men will be running around here calling this man Steve Harvey a simp? Hell no, because they would have understood that what he's saying is just culture. They would have understood that, hell yeah, a man supposed to take pride in taking care of his woman who gonna produce little hymns. You feel me? You supposed to take pride in that. But our communities is so backwards that you want to label a man like that who trying to encourage black men to step up and lighten the load on black women and actually create a culture or an environment where our women can thrive in a feminine way. You want to call him a simp. This is why y'all can't be trusted, bruh. Again, I started out by saying, I'm not talking about the 304s, bruh. But I'm going to tell you like this, bruh. A man who loves a woman, truly loves her, and understands her value, is going to do what it takes to make sure that their family is straight. A man who really loves a woman, bruh, he will die on that hill about that woman. That's why when situations happen in real life, who go first? Women and children. The men stay back and fight, bruh. The men gonna stay back and be the ones to die while they families go. Because they love their families that much. So what is y'all talking about? She gotta bring more to the table. What kind of women is y'all dealing with? And what kind of love do you have for yourself? This is the question I ask. And it just go to show you how raggedy some of the standards of some people in our community is, bruh. If you ain't willing to die for your family, bruh, if you ain't willing to die for your woman, bruh, your wife, bruh, then what is it for? And when I look at it, I say, damn, that's why there's so many single black folks out here. That's part of the reason. Because black folks don't value marriage. You don't even have to marry her. She giving it up for nothing. You having children with no commitment. You're not even being challenged to be great. You're not even being challenged to really know what love is, to even really love this woman for real. So, of course, I don't expect y'all, this same group of men or this same group of people to understand the concept of all she got to bring is herself together, ready to go in the right way. And that man supposed to take care of all these other things. Of course, I don't expect so many people to understand that. Because the people lie, women lie, men lie, numbers don't. And it's really sad. It's really sad, bro. I don't believe in settling for mediocrity. I'm going to say this and I'm out of here for real. I don't believe in settling for mediocrity. I believe in being great. I believe in pushing yourself to reach for the highest height possible. To reach, to go for it, to live your life. I believe in finding things that motivate you. A woman is supposed to motivate you, bro, to be great, bro. The idea, the thought of her of you having a family with this woman is supposed to motivate you to be great. Why do you think that married men tend to be more on the wealthier side? Because they got something to fight for. They got something to defend. They got an actual kingdom. I'm done with it, y'all. Hey, but I just hope we can expand our minds and our thought process, right? And use wisdom and morality when we go about dealing with one another, man. And understand what true love is, bro. All right? And deal with one another respectfully. Like, share, subscribe, family. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Until we try to get in this urban politics, and I'm checking out on y'all. Deuce.